Today it was announced in our Masjid that Salat al-Jumu'ah will be moving out to the sports complex, which used to be done prior to COVID. Since October 2020, we've been here, and then we've been having 2 salats. Question is, so the announcement was made that the Masjid will be open, you can only use the restrooms, but you're not allowed to do Salat al-Jumu'ah. So, what is the and if someone comes here to pray, they have the risk of having a restraining order put on them. So now,
why is that? Why the board does not want people to pray Jumu'ah in the Masjid? Because they're holding the Jumu'ah somewhere else, and that holds the whole community?
actually, in the other location, we do 2 salahs as well.
I see.
The argument is the parking is closer. Here we only have limited parking, but of course we have a lot of free parking in the neighborhood. We have El Camino that has 5-minute walk, over 100 spaces. Caltrain paid over 300 spaces.
So how does that disturb them?
Disturb who?
The people who are prohibiting.
They claim that they have a lot of complaints from neighbors. But when our board members went to the city said, you have no complaints against you. That's one.
Oh,
Yeah, and then number
so
two,
they did not produce the complaints?
no, they went to the city. And then number two, the city told us, according to Belmont Enforcement Code, that if someone is parking on private parking, don't call them. That's up to the owner of the private parking. He can tow it, he can do whatever he wants. And the next thing is, it has nothing to do with jeopardizing our permit.
Okay. So in that case, the Islamic ruling will be, it is not allowed for any board to prohibit any group of the people from praying any of the 5 daily prayer, Jumu'ah prayer or Eid prayer or any other prayer.
And if they go to court and they put restraining orders on us,
Invite me as a witness. I'll be happy to come and, give the expert opinion from, inshallah, as a student. I'm not calling myself expert or anything, but as far as they are concerned, they need somebody. Okay? I'll be happy to give the witness.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. I've done that many times before. There were disputed matters, and the opinion of Islam was sought, and that was provided to them with the verses of the Holy Qur'an and the references from the Islamic sources. So nobody has right to prohibit any Muslims from entering the Masjid, from praying in the Masjid, any of the 5 daily prayers, Friday congregational service, or Eid prayer, if it does not, present any kind of difficulties or the things which they are speaking about. And if the city bluntly has said that even in the private car park, if somebody parks, it's their responsibility to call somebody to tow away. If they don't want to do that, nobody has the responsibility to speak on their behalf.
And then last thing, if we had established a good relationship with our neighbors and they said, okay, put signs out on Friday, and then management ends up taking away all those signs and sabotaging our nice relationship, what do we do?
Well, I'm so surprised to hear that. I'm so surprised to hear. No Muslim should say those kind of things about the masjid. There are certain conditions for a masjid to be a masjid. See, this is the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You cannot put those kind of restrictions in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, if somebody is doing, they're supposed to get in touch with the ulama they trust, and they will know the answer. But if they are deciding without investigating the matter, without having a religious fatwa or opinion, then I'm not surprised.